You can't script this. See, we're going live. Tell him we're going live. He has to turn down his TV. I don't
You're
understand
gonna tell me. You're gonna tell me to turn it down anyways. That's
it.
all.
I didn't even hear it. I'm half deaf anyway, so I don't know what's going. Geez, what a way to start the show.
Let,
But
let, let, let's get this.
well, you know what? Like we always do, here you take it and cheers to you, and here we go. It's a good day to have a great day. I'm your coach C Note, bringing you the plays that pay. Welcome to the Green Check Podcast, Season 3, Episode 7. With me, you already see my man, Commissioner Saggy. What's going on, brother?
What up? What up,
What you drinking over there, my guy? I see you popped a cold one. You must be celebrating something or time. What's going on over there?
bro? I'm drinking diet soda, and my wife goes cheap, and she gets the I don't even know what kind of diet soda, but it's diet soda.
The store brand diet soda. Shout out
Yep.
to whoever sells that. Maybe we can get something going. But Saggy, here we go. My God, the NFL is wild and crazy. We had numerous comebacks on the field and in fantasy. Why don't we jump right into it with my headlines I have for this week? Week 5 recap. Heavy favorite parlay was a bust, Saggy. I don't know what the hell we got to do to right the ship. We hit week 1. I felt like it was going to be a lucrative season, and here we are 5 weeks into the season, and my pockets look a little thin.
That's the ebbs and flow of gambling. You can't win them all. You just gotta keep on pushing and bet with your head. I mean, that's what gambling is all about. If gambling was easy, we'd all be rich.
This is true. This is true. But I I've been losing so bad, but not so bad. But missing by one, missing by one, missing by one. Those are the worst. Those feel like kicking the nuts. So I decided, you know what? The hell with it. We do this podcast with our fantasy football teams. I threw out the idea, why don't we parlay our fantasy football squad? Take a couple of people that's playing in the Sunday 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock games, put it together and see what happens. Out of our 10 teams, Saggy, one of those teams cashed their parlay and took my advice 74 to 1. 5 leg anytime touchdown. Saggy, were you paying attention to this?
I always pay attention, but it's like, man, my life's so busy. I have such a weird set of hours. When everybody's texting, I'm sleeping. When I wake up, everybody's going to sleep. So I always pay attention. I always watch. I always try to chime in, keep everybody motivated and involved. That's the biggest thing. I want everybody in our league involved because we do this for. I do this for them. I know you have different reasons for doing this, and I'm here to be your sidekick. I'm your Robin.
On some nights you're Batman. I have to give it up to you because you're on point. You know your stuff, and your record in fantasy proves it. And you've hit I think a parlay or two since the season started. So hey, you're not always the sidekick, my guy. Don't sell yourself short.
I like being the sidekick. I don't want to be the head of the show or the teacher. I want to be the student. I'm gonna sit back and raise my hand when need be.
Well, I tell you what, if me and you make it to the Super Bowl by some way, shape, or form this season, continue this, keep the same energy. Be the sidekick. Let me win this year.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's
That's
it's a
not gonna
long road
happen.
ahead. We'll get into that later. But Saggy, so we're trying to right the ship. We're trying to figure out what we can do to make some money here on these parlays. This week is a little bit crazy. We got a game going on right now as we're coming to you live on a Thursday night on YouTube on the X. Coach Cino 85. We're here, thank you. Riverside, and everything else goes on Instagram. I'm telling you, we're doing a lot of things here. So Saggy, we need to win. I got an 8 leg parlay. It's 18 to 1. But I don't want to do 8 legs. So out of these 8 games, we got to figure something out. And there's one going on right now, so we can just take this one out. So 7 leg parlay. Are you ready to do it?
Right.
So here's what I got for you. I decided to go with all the teams since we're in the flow of the season now. We're seeing who is looking like they're going to emerge as the top runners, who's holding down first place in their division. So I'm going on with the teams that I feel like are putting it together here, got some momentum as we're riding through the season here. So let's start with the Broncos. Saggy, been impressive here. I like what they're doing. They beat the Eagles, who are playing right now. The parlay here starts with the Broncos, but your job is to tell me how the Jets can stop them.
The Jets can't stop them. I mean, they have one person they throw to. The running back's pretty good. Justin Fields. I mean, he's hit or miss. I mean, as a quarterback, he's a damn good running back. I mean, he's hit or miss as a quarterback. Even though I've seen a couple really nice throws from Justin Fields. I mean, it, whenever you write Justin Fields off, he just shows his ass, and he's got one player he's throwing to, and that's Garrett Wilson. And Garrett Wilson's about to be shadowed by Patrick Surtain, so
Mhm.
that's a wrap for Garrett Wilson.
I was just about to say you speak all this, good stuff about Justin Fields, but you forget he's going against probably one of the best defenses in the NFL. So I think for this, sake of conversation, it's not going to be a good day for him. We're riding high with the Broncos, all pun intended. 4-1 favorites. We'll check out the spread as we get closer to Sunday. But that's one leg off our seven legs. So riding on through it, we'll go with the Steelers. The Steelers are at home, coming off that bye week from Dublin. They got the Browns. Division matchup, Sag. You love these type of matchups. So tell me how the Browns beat the Steelers.
I don't like these matchups. I do not like going against the AFC North when they're colliding. I just don't like it because Cleveland has showed you something. I mean, they beat Green Bay. I mean, it's like that was a top contender of to go to the Super Bowl. I know you don't like Green Bay, but I mean, hey, bro, Cleveland always plays Pittsburgh hard. Cleveland always plays Baltimore hard. Cleveland's got a different quarterback. Cleveland's got a rush game because Quinshon Junkins looks good. I
Shout out
mean,
to Saggy.
they have weapons. They can pull this off. The favorites are Pittsburgh, which I don't understand the hype around Pittsburgh, but they've been winning games, so I guess I got to jump on board.
There's a lot of good things about Pittsburgh. A Rod's going out for his last ride. Metcalf is actually, believe it or not, one of the leading receivers, if not the leading receiver in the NFL right now. The defense is, stacked top to bottom. Tomlin's, coaching that team. So, like, they got a lot of good things in their fan base. I mean, come on now. Like, the terrible towel. Pittsburgh's a tough place to play. So, they're almost a 3-1 favorite here at Saggy. I understand everything you're saying about Cleveland, but I don't think Dylan Gabriel is going to have much to say about this game.
Dylan Gabriel's a rookie. I mean, that's what happens when these rookies come in and play. There's not a whole lot of tape on them, and it's just these rookies take people by surprise when there ain't no tape on them. So Gabriel can. Hey, but this is a winnable game for Cleveland. But I mean, if you got to go with the favorites, I mean, Pittsburgh is a favorite, and DK is by no means even close to number one. don't put all that stock in DK. I mean, you got people like Puka Nakua, you got St. Brown. I
Hey,
mean,
I read it somewhere. I'm sorry, man. I got bad
yeah,
sources.
yeah, don't read that much into DK because DK's that kind of guy that's always going to burn you when you really need him.
All right. Well, hopefully he burns up this Cleveland's defense, and A Rod is good at getting the ball out early, so Miles Garrett might not be a fact. I mean, it's going to be a good game. We'll see what happens. I'm liking Pittsburgh off that bye with the elder statesman at the quarterback position. So it's. I like all the points you mentioned, but we can revisit this a little bit later. But for now, we'll keep them on the parlay just to see how it goes, just to see how it rides out.
Now is A-Rod going to be able to outrun Miles Garrett?
Outrun.
No chance in hell because Miles Garrett is a menace on the field. I mean, he's just
Yikes.
a
I
menace.
don't. Is the over under on Aaron Rodgers' rush yards like point five? He's not running anywhere.
Oh no! I've seen him. I've seen him come out of the out of the pocket. He does have wheels. It's just they're slow wheels. That's all.
Well, he's going to be running for his life if that's the case. So Pittsburgh 2-1 favorite. We'll see what happens. I might change my mind. You just have to stay tuned. Check out the IG and see what we got going on. But moving on into the third team on this parlay, Saggy, I'm kind of on the fence now because the Chargers here that I like in this matchup just lost another running back, and it's just a matter of time before Keenan Allen goes down. Sorry, Saggy. So tell me how the Dolphins can beat the Chargers here.
Both teams are in shambles right now. I mean, defensively, the Chargers were always top notch. I mean, they're losing players left and right. Their offensive line, they just got broke up. They got no running back. It seemed Haskins going to be in Kiami Vidal. I mean, bro, they're in trouble. I mean, they're just in trouble. But both teams are in trouble.
Both teams. So this is what I'm banking on. I'm banking on the coaching. So we already know everything that's brewing under Josh McDaniel or whatever his name is, and on the other side of the ball you got Harbaugh. So I'm looking at this like, okay, what coach do I trust the most? One that's on the up and up, or one that's about to get fired? So and then you got the Herbert Tua. Which quarterback do you trust the most out of them? The key factor in this game, I think, is going to be A-Chain. So look out for him. Maybe put your money down for a couple of touchdowns from him. But I think the Chargers got a good chance to win this.
I absolutely think the Chargers. I think they're, their defense even broke up. They're still better than Miami's defense. I mean, yeah, but you said my man's about to get fired. He's fighting for his life. You might see some stuff he just pulls out of his back pocket because hey, he is a very smart coach. He does have plays. I mean, he's very calculated. He might have to stop being so calculated and just throw it to the wind and let's go.
Right? Hey,
I
yeah,
believe you
you're
do.
not wrong.
Chargers.
You're
It's,
not
it's the
wrong at
Chargers
all.
for this
So,
one.
and it's in Miami, so you know how their home field advantage is. But I don't think it's that hot right now for them to have that on their side. So we'll see. Chargers on this parlay, 2-1 favorite. The heavy favorite burnt us last week, so I'm giving it another go here because it's not really a underdog that I like until we get to later on. And you're going to love the underdog that I have for you. But Saggy, Broncos still is Chargers so far. Moving along into our fourth pick, I like the Patriots. The Patriots, oh man, they showed up last week. One of the teams that busted our heavy favorite parlay beating Buffalo. They're traveling to New Orleans in this one. New Orleans is one of those teams that are in the shambles too. So Saggy, the Patriots almost a 2-1 favorite. Tell me how the Saints can take them down.
Well, the Saints pretty much are putting all their players on the table because it's gonna be a big ass yard sale because I mean they're not going anywhere. So this is perfect time to bet against the Saints. I mean it's just uh, I think New England's too good. I mean they're getting their
Too
stuff together
good.
offensively. I
Wow,
mean
too good.
you get an offense and a defense that come together at the right time. I think New England's gonna be too good for them.
You know, it's kind of I'm hurt. I'm not going to lie. So Saggy, I wanted to ask you something, and I was going to text you, but I was like, you know what? Let me wait for the podcast. But me and you, when we get into our fantasy conversation, but I just want to throw this out there. Me and you have the number one and number two waiver wire pick. And on those waivers that have gone into other teams, Stefan Diggs was one of them. Calvin Ridley was one of them. Xavier Worthy was one of them. What are we waiting for? Like, seriously, like, what are we waiting for? Stefan Diggs looks like he can be pretty legitimate. Drake May looks good. I just gave up Ramondre for some crazy reason. And don't get me started with Rico Dowdle. Like, I am so hurt. But we'll get into that later. So, Saggy, what are we doing?
The funny thing is, okay, you dropped Stevenson, you dropped Rico Dowdle, I dropped Stephon Diggs. I mean, it's early in the season. I dropped him. It was like you ain't showing me nothing. You're washed. You broke, and now here he is. What I'm really waiting for, because if you go back into the past a little bit, I know these guys on the fantasy, they're gonna start panicking. They need a win. They're gonna drop somebody. They're gonna drop somebody that I can use, and that's what I'm waiting on. The injuries. Okay, I slept on Rico Dowdle, and I slept on Worthy. I did. I mean, but hey, it'll come into play soon. If not, then I'm just gonna burn them on some stupid ass waiver wire, and it'll be fine.
Great moves by the players in our fantasy league. We'll get into that a little bit later. But the Patriots here, I mean, Stephon Diggs, hello. Drake May, hello. The defense looks good. Almost a 2-1 favorite against New Orleans. Like Saggy said, it's going to be a yard sale pretty soon. So we're going with the Patriots, moving along. Another team that looks like they're putting it together. And like I said, this parlay, I'm going with all pretty much playoff teams at the moment. So up there right now are the Colts. And we've been back and forth on the Colts, but this week and this matchup at home, I'm throwing all my chips on the table. I'm even starting Michael Pittman. Saggy, leave me alone. Stop throwing me trades out for him. You're not getting him. So tell me how the Cardinals can beat the Colts.
Well, the Cardinals, I mean, now they're down running backs. I mean, Kyle Murray's still not practicing. Without Kyle Murray, I mean, even though I feel like Kyle Murray kind of hurts the team most of the times, anyways. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. I mean, there's no chance the Cardinals win, especially without Kyle Murray.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Cardinals right now. I put a lot of stock in them and my fantasy, side of things, but I actually dropped Kyler Murray. I said it was time for him to get up out of there, and I picked up Daniel Jones. So Saggy, thank you for letting him go. I hope that one works out for me. So we're going with the Colts here. I'm starting Michael Pittman. I picked up Daniel Jones. I'm riding their bandwagon. 3-1 favorite. I like how that sounds. So that pretty much takes up the early slate of games. I don't have any 4 o'clock games on this parlay, which is interesting. So we're going to move right into the Sunday night game in my underdog pick of the week on this parlay. And when this team is a underdog, for the life of me, I do not understand it. And they get one here against your Chiefs. So saggy. Tell me how the Chiefs, who just took a heartbreaking loss to the Jaguars, the refs are not cheating for them anymore. Tell me how the Chiefs beat the Lions.
Hey, okay, we lost. We lost a couple games. We did not play bad. We did not play bad last week. I mean, our offense was clicking. I mean, if you go by the numbers, we punished the Jag. Hey, we left a minute 43 left on the clock. Couple bad plays, couple bad penalties. My man hit the deck 3 times while I got Chris Jones just sitting there looking at him. I was like, Chris, what you doing, dog? I mean, come on, you're supposed to be a killer, and you just sitting there watching him just run in. That was now right now. If you told me the NFL was scripted, that couldn't have been any more scripted. That looked like the WWE off the top rope. Come on, man, that was bad play on our part, but we did play good.
It was a good game. I caught the latter half of it because I had just got off of work at the time. But man, Trevor Lawrence on his B day rushes for 2 touchdowns, and Patrick Mahomes leading the team in rushing. When did he become a quarterback, running back? I mean, he might as well become a wide receiver or a tight end. But hey, you get Rasheed Rice back, so we'll see what happens with that. Worthy is it seems like he's okay. I mean, the Chiefs are going to be they'll be all right, but like favorite here, Lions are underdog. I mean, they're going to have to put up. This is going to be a shootout. So where are you going with this? Are we leaving this off?
Hey, bro, I mean, I'm realistic.
You're not going to
Right,
bet
right
against your
now,
team, right?
I don't bet against my team, but I
Oh,
also
right.
don't really bet for my team. Whenever my team's in my part, I take my team out of my parlays only because I don't want to be vested in something that I'm heavily vested in. Bro, I'm a diehard Chiefs fan. I mean, there's no way around it. My whole house, everything it's all Chiefs shit. So I don't put my team in parlay. Hey, and the only reason I got Patrick Mahomes on my fantasy team because I got lost on the damn site and it auto drafted Patrick Mahomes. I would have never picked up Patrick Mahomes. So
Look at
just
that. The
let's
irony
get
in
that
that.
clear.
Sir,
I mean, I
Sir
got him now.
Patrick, man. Yeah, and he
Uh,
almost won you like that matchup in fantasy if he had completed a couple more passes.
bro, I was. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. So, I,
All right.
I don't bet against my Chiefs, and I'm not going to bet against the Chiefs. I mean, that's my personal look at it.
I got it. I got it. So I'll just do a separate one and see how the odds shake out for that
You
one. I
put
mean,
your
we're
own
at.
parlays in. Don't
I
don't
know.
run
I
mine.
know.
You put your
Yeah.
own shit in.
I
You're the
but
captain.
it feels better when we do this together, and I don't want us doing our own separate things here. Don't branch out and do your own podcast and leave me hanging. Okay, so like you stay right here, and we'll take the Chiefs out of this parlay or the Lions, whatever. We'll work it out. Finishing this whole thing off on a Monday night, so we got to wait a long time to cash some money. So I'm looking at the Bills taking on the Falcons. Falcons coming off a bye week. We already know how I feel about the Falcons, and I think you feel the same way. So, Saggy, tell me how the Falcons can upset the Bills here.
One name, Bijan Robinson. Because we all know Buffalo ain't got a run defense. Bijan Robinson might run for 250 yards and 6 touchdowns. Never know. Hey, hey, the Bills got kind of exposed last week. I mean, Josh Allen hasn't been the same Josh Allen the last couple of weeks. I mean, he's been on the struggle bus. So he's right back in the bus with you right now. He's just
Oh,
like
here we go.
I'm shining it all up, and I'm still struggling.
Yeah, the only difference between me and the Buffalo, but you know what's crazy? You told me before the season that I'm going to be just like the Buffalo Bills, and here we go, talking about this. 5 weeks, 6 weeks later, unbelievable. So I like Buffalo here. I hate the Falcon, and whoever played the Falcon, I'm betting against them. So this is more of a heart play than a head play, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, we both came to the conclusion I am not betting Falcons to win ever again. I mean, every time our money's on the Falcons, heavily favored. I mean, they just let us down every single time. So let's go Buffalo.
Let's go Buffalo, right? Let's finish out this parlay for us. So here we go. We're going with a six-leg parlay. I had it at eight, and now it's at six. So check back in with me on the IG to get the final odds. We're going with the Broncos, the Steelers, the Chargers, the Patriots, the Colts, and the Bills. Sounds good to me. I like it. I'll take it. I'll put like 50 or a C note on it.
Man, you go do that.
Hey, I need to make
I'll be
some
with
money
you.
to pay you. You're about to get in my pockets very heavily here, but hey, it is what it is.
Hey, it's still a long season. This is the 6 week. I mean, we still got what 8 more weeks to go
Right.
before we get
Yep.
into the playoffs.
14.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
hey, there's a lot of stuff can happen. So hey, keep on pushing, dog.
Well, let's see what happens. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We gave you our picks and our breakdowns on the field. So let's jump right on into fantasy as this league is, been crazy from the jump. So Saggy, let's get right into it. Two 4-1 teams, John's team and Jason's time. Three 3-2 teams, only stopped by injury. Yourself and Ninja. Three 2-3 teams, Too Cool, Debo, and how about them Cowboys? And your coach C Note is back on the back of the bus with my man Big Brown. I mean, hey, that's we might as well just patent that. That's Coach C Note and Big Brown back of the bus.
Yeah, it's funny because Big Brown just called me a couple days ago. I just out of the blue. He's like, "How can I beat your man?" I was like, "Bro, just put your team in. I mean, anything can happen. I mean, hey, this has been a pretty weird year. I mean, look at some of these scores. I mean, people are just putting up points. People that are not necessarily supposed to put up the points and they're doing this. So it was just funny that he called me for my advice, and then I was like, bro, all I can tell you is put your team in. I'm not unless you're paying me. You want my advice? Either subscribe to Coach C Note 85, or hey, watch her on Instagram. I mean, however you want to do it.
My man, look at him. Where'd you get these promos from? Look, you've been in the studio working on some game.
Hey, I know we get the script, but most of the shit that we do is off the top of our head. It's just how we roll. We click.
And that's why you my sidekick. That's why you my co-Batman. You ain't a Robin, you my co-Batman, bro. That's how I told you. There it is. So me and Big Brown are playing each other. We'll get into that a little bit later. But it's kind of crazy how everything works out. So, like you said, anything can happen. Let's jump into week 5 and break that down. It was some interesting games, and we'll go right into the matchup of the week. You questioned why you were the matchup of the week, and you lost by, I believe, 1 point to Jaden Time. So, Saggy, what happened here?
Here, bro, just look at my team. I had my top five picks or was on bye week or on IR. I mean, now you give me a full team, let me start competing, give me my team back, bro. It would have been a whole different game. And then I went out and picked up Brenton Strange. Come on, man. You catch the first pass, I was like, I'm winning this shit. I was already sitting there counting my money, counting my eggs before they had. Come on, man. One pass and then I went straight to IR. It's like, what kind of, it's just the kind of luck I'm having. And me and the only stop at injuries are just getting ravished by injuries right now.
Saggy, you might as well do something strange for a little piece of change.
Oh, I would have done something strange for that win. I mean, shit, you offer me that win, I'm the strangest son of a bitch you ever meet.
See, there you go. See, that's the shit that got one of our guys out of the league in the first place. See, here you go. You better cut it out. We're live here on you. You know, we got different rules now. So, Saggy, you took a heartbreaking loss here. I think Sir Patrick Mahomes could have did a little bit better for you in my mind, but it was a good matchup. Jason Tom is up there as number, holding down that number one spot with John's team. So I mean, hey, you hung in there with the top dog, and we'll see what happens this week. But you know, speaking of someone who got a little ahead of himself, I kind of got put back in my place as John's team, one of the teams that we've spoke about very heavily here, pretty much sat me down and took me out to the pasture. Saggy, what did I do wrong here? I think I let go of Rico Dowdle. That's what I did wrong.
Yeah, you let go of Rico Dowdle. I mean, you
What an
let
idiot.
go of Stevenson. I mean, but this is what you're known for. I mean, just go back to last year. I mean, T. Higgins all of a sudden hit the waiver wire after he exploded. It's like, what the hell was everybody doing? Hey, I guess I just got to wait on you because eventually you're gonna drop Michael Pittman anyways because you keep always putting him in your starting lineup and then you drop him back down.
Hey,
Hey,
don't
he's
you
not
be
gonna be in your
watching my
starting lineup.
lineup.
Hey, just give them to me, dog. You
No,
can't use them. You're not going to use them.
you leave my Pittman alone. But hey, it's all good. John's team, hey, I even if I did have Rico, I already did the math because you know how I am, how OCD I am. I would have lost anyway. The only thing that would have saved me is if I had picked up Saints defense or something like that, and that wasn't going to work. Like my team kind of didn't show up this week, so it is what it is. I'm in the back of the bus again. I'm glad I redecorated it. I'm comfortable here. I know where everything is at, so I'm gonna chill here for this week, and we'll see if I get up on out of here. Depending on how me and Big Brown work out this week. So. Moving on, only stopped by injury. Man, he had a good Sunday, didn't he? He hit a parlay and he defeated Too Cool. So our middle of the pack guys battled it out and only stopped by injury comes away with this one. Saggy, what did you see in this matchup?
I don't know how only stopping by injury keeps doing it. I mean, he's losing number one picks. I mean, he's having injury issues, but he keeps putting up points. Jamar Chase finally came alive. So I mean, that that's his bread and butter, and now he gets Joe Flacco. I, that move just kind of weirds me all out altogether. Why trade within your division, and why do you think Joe Flacco is going to be any better? I mean, where's that nonsense coming from? This is supposed to be a professional organization. I mean, Joe Flacco, really? And he might make me eat my words. He's done it before. Joe Flacco comes out there and he puts on the show. So, one thing about Joe Flacco, he is not scared to air it out. He will throw 30 touchdowns and 26 interceptions. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It could be good for him. We'll see how that works out. But when he's talking about injury, he keeps on plugging and he keeps on pushing. And that's what you're supposed to do in this game.
I think Joe Flacco was seen falling asleep on a bench at one point last season. So yeah, I'm with you on that one. I don't understand what's going on here. Maybe it's because he's just a quarterback that will sit there and actually put the ball where it needs to be. But we'll see what happens. Maybe his, time has run out. Father Time is undefeated. So I'm curious to see. The Bengals are like plus 14 and a half right now. That's crazy. So there's some money there to be made if you actually put your trust in Joe.
Oh, hell no. I'm sitting on my number two freaking draft pick, Chase Brown. I can't move him, and I can't play him. So I mean, he just pretty much IR out for the season and just sitting on my bench. I I keep having a chance to move him. I'm not moving him because or that's my number one draft pick or number two draft pick, and I'm never going to get that capital back. So
Mhm.
everybody in the league, don't send me no trade request for Chase Brown because he's not going nowhere. He'll rot on my bench.
There you go. You gonna ride or die. True definition right there. So, hey, only stopped by injury. He continues to chug along here, putting some respect on his name. Too cool. You already know he's gonna bounce back. But the next matchup I want to talk about kind of surprised me here as your boy Debo. Thanks to me, he picked up Rico. He snatched his victory over Ninja. Ninja's kind of hitting a rough patch here. So, Saggy, what did you see in this one other than me basically handing Debo the victory?
Well, Debo put up points, and it didn't even matter because he could have put in Bill Krosky Merritt and
That's
still
true.
beat up Ninja. This is the first time he's even sat Merritt, and it's like the one game that he goes off, he's sitting on your bench. So, hey, Debo's built his squad up a little bit. At one point, it was like, oh, he's going to be a walk in the park. Everybody's going to just roll over him. But right now, he's going to put up a fight for the rest of the season if this team stays healthy.
Yes, sir. He's staying true to his name as snatches victory from Ninja, and now he's walking down the street trying to take somebody else's bike. I mean, he gets only stopped by injury up next, so these matchups are kind of segueing into storylines of their own. So it's kind of crazy how that happens. But rounding out our week 5 matchups, how about them Cowboys takes down Big Brown to give me some company on the back of the bus right now. So saggy. I mean, this one pretty much we said it was going to go either way, and it went in the way of how about them Cowboys. What do you have to say about this one?
How about them Cowboys put up points? I mean, this team did what it's supposed to do. Whenever you get up to 130, 125 in this league, that means 90% of the times you winning. So, I mean, hey, he did what he's supposed to do. Big Brown, he had some bye week issues also. So he's getting his team right for this week. So we'll see what he can do.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Thank you. We'll see what happens there. So those are our week 5 matchups. Rolling to week 6. Saggy, here we go. Let's get right into it because this week could, put a little breathing room between a couple of people here in our league, and I'm telling you, I am starting to sweat a little bit. Need this week. We'll see what happens, Saggy. You're trying just to survive, and everybody else in this league is making moves and it's been fun. So, looking at the back of the bus matchup that's going on right now, because I think Big Brown got a couple of players in this game, the Eagles and Giants right behind you. The back of the bus matchup, Saggy, your coach C Note against Big Brown. Who takes this one?
Hey, bro, this is gonna be a tough game for both of y'all. I mean, that's just my personal opinion because he is getting his team right. He's got some team players coming back. I mean, y'all both I wouldn't say struggling, but I mean y'all both struggling, dog. I mean, let's just get it right. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's going to be close. I think the projections aren't as close. Is it not showing it as close as it's really going to be?
Yeah, I want to talk trash so much right now because that's what I, usually do, and I want to get some, viewership here. But I'm going to keep it humble. I'm gonna step back right now. Either way, this matchup is going to work out for one of us in some way, shape, or form. But it's going to be a good matchup. He does have a very interesting squad with B. John and DK and AJ and Hurts. So I got my work cut out for me. But we'll see what happens. One of these teams here is going to be sitting on this bus for quite some time.
Yeah.
Moving on into our next matchup. It's our matchup of the week. Jaden Tom goes against our back-to-back champ Ninja. Ninja looks a little shaky. Jaden Tom is up there in the top right now. So Saggy, tell me what's going to happen in this one.
Well, Jaden just beat me by fucking less than a point, and I'm going with my boy Ninja. Beat his ass. I mean, my
Oh,
boy needs more
salty are we?
redemption. Well, I'm sorry, dog. I am salty. Yeah. I mean, if this game, I mean, hey, just blow me out so I ain't got to keep having my heart. My, I feel like I can still win. Just blow me out. Just get it out the way, and so I ain't got to keep watching that shit.
You know, you should change your name for only one time for Saggy to Salty Saggy. I like that. You know, we can get like your own salt shakers that say Salty Saggy on them.
You're right. That's a good name because I am feeling really salty right now.
All right, well there you have it, Ninja. You have a fan. Hey, it's your co-commish. You know, it's my co-host. It's your co. I mean, man, wow. So Ninja, we'll see what happens. Jaden Time got his work cut out for him, I guess, because you know how Ninja is when he takes a L, he comes back, you know, with the vengeance. So that is definitely a matchup of the week. Yahoo is on a roll with these, man. I can't wait until I'm in the matchup of the week, but I got a while to go for that one. So looking in our next matchup, John's team, you know, up there at the top, trying to stay at number one, going against Too Cool. So, Saggy, this is another good matchup this week. We got a lot of nice matchups here in our fantasy football league here. So, tell me what happens. Does John's team stay up top, or does Too Cool kind of reclaim some ground here?
Hey, I've said it for a while. I mean, John does have a really good team. I mean, he's going to be hard to beat, and you got to throw everything you can at him and borrow a couple players from somebody else's team for a week just to beat him. I mean, John's got a strong team. So too cool. Can he pull it off? I think without Lamar, it makes it a little bit more hard for him to pull this one off. But hey, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. I do like how John's team is constructed. I mean, he stomped all over me, so this is bias, all bias aside, but it is what it is. I do agree with you though. Too Cool does have his work cut out for him, so we'll see what happens here. I don't want John's team or Jaden Tom to get that much breathing room. So, like I said, got some interesting matchup this week. Moving along, how about your boy Debo? He's coming out for blood right now, snatching chains, and he gets only stopped by injury right here. So, Saggy, I mean, this one pretty much writes itself. What's going to happen?
Rico Dowdle's not going to help him this week. So only stop that injury. Every time I count this man out, he's like, bro, I'm still here. So looking at the teams, I got to go only stop by injury. Not that Debo's got a bad teammate. At one point, Debo was like, bro, you welcome to the league, but you about to take ass whooping on top of ass whooping. But right now, he's showing himself. So hey, welcome to the league, Debo.
Yeah, Debo's doing the thing for sure. So only stopped by injury. He needs to get that name changed for himself because he's doing it to himself. Debo might walk up in there and take this one for sure. So we'll see what happens. Rounding out our matchups in week number 6. Saggy, you're trying to stay afloat here. Don't lose any ground yourself. You're going against how about them Cowboys? You seeing this as an easy victory for you, or you think you might get upset or lose by a point again this week?
Bro, what? I got major injury problems right now. I mean, my top guys are out. I have no Bucky. I have no CD. I have no Mike Evans. I'm playing the waiver wire, throwing in random Joes in here. It's like I'm trying to do the best I can. No excuses. I mean, this could be a tough week for me. I mean, who would have thought at the beginning of the year I was looking at my squad that I was going to have a problem with how about these Cowboys? Because I chalked that up as win. Bro, all of these ones I lost so far, I chalked them bitches up as wins. So it's like, but now I'm struggling a little bit.
Well, you're gonna have to
But
put
I have
your
8 weeks. We have 8 weeks to get our shit right. So I mean, not just you. Not, I mean, we still have 8 weeks. But man, and I don't mean to be a dick about this, but you can't take very many more losses. I mean, you can't. I mean, because if you take a couple more losses, bro, I think two more losses and that's a wrap. I don't see you coming back from you. You got to run the tables on this one.
Right. Well, it's not like I haven't done it before. So, hey, I'm looking forward to it. I like a challenge. We'll see what happens. Don't count me out. I still got a good squad. Everything is kind of I just need to put it together. Just a piece here. Every week I'm going against people who are putting up the most points. Like I don't get to face somebody that doesn't put up 100 points or 110. Like I mean, I'm I'm also looking at
But
where me and you are at.
but you can't say that. Look at the league, bro. I got one of the highest points scored against me, if not the highest points scored against me just so far. So. I know I know in fantasy we always like to say this and that. That's why we lost. But you have a very good mindset, and kudos to you, my friend, because you 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 keep plugging, you keep plugging. I mean, eh, hey, bro, everybody, even Big Brown, you can still come back from this. I mean, you said you've been here before. You have not quite been in this position. This is going to show you
Yeah, right.
where you really at in this league. Because if you can't pull this out, but don't take it too hard if you can't. And I'm not saying to count you out, but bro, you dug yourself such a big hole off the get go. But hey, I'm not saying I'm rooting for you, but I'm saying hey, keep on trying, dog.
I couldn't have said it better myself, and I'm glad I got this on film because I'm gonna take that little segment right there and I'm gonna replay it every morning when I wake up and brush my teeth and eat my breakfast. It's gonna be my motivation to get me going. Saggy, I'm telling you, you could be past the saggy on Sundays. You got it going on if you need a side job. So. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are our matchup. Things are heating up in so many ways. Storylines across the board. Can your Commissioner Saggy overcome his injury, written team? Can your coach Cino get off the back of the bus? And I mean, we got so much more, in store for you. Can we finally hit our parlay that we've been chasing for a couple of weeks? So there's some things going on Sunday that I hope rolls our way, Saggy. So any final thoughts as we close out season 3, episode 7?
Well, my only final thought is, coming into this season, we were both saying, hey, we can't let Ninja get a three-peat. Let not everybody forget, Ninja is still going for the three-peat. We have our own struggles. And hey, I take that shit back. I ain't rooting for Ninja. you know,
Damn.
I, I say fuck Ninja and I don't want to use that F word too many times. And Jaden's time. You know what?
Sorry, YouTube.
Yeah, I hope both y'all lose. I hope that's a tie. How about that? So you won't get credit for shit.
All right. Well, I would say you're the commissioner, so you can make this happen, but he is the co-commissioner, so he could just veto what you do or back and forth. I don't know. So, man, it's sparking up some little heat there, Saggy. I like it. So, we'll see what happens. And now we throw Ninja into the fold, and we gotta keep our eye on him to make sure he don't three-peat. So our league is heating up. I wish we could put it on ESPN like 2 or 3 or something, but we're working on it. So, Saggy, there you have it. Appreciate you as always. We'll see what happens. Hopefully next week we're rocking our own chains as we cash some parlays. And hey, don't forget to parlay your fantasy squad. So without further ado, I'm your coach C Note. He's your commissioner Saggy, and we'll check you next time.